Okay, now this is the sum number of 15 part 1. In the triangle PQR, angle PQR equal to 90 degree and PR equal to 10 centimeter. If S is the midpoint of PR, then the length of QS is, there are 4 options. Now here I have to tell all of you something, that the question is here, the information is less, because in the latter part, in the second summative or third summative, we have to deal with circumcircle and the incircle, and therefore we know about, and also the exercise number 15, the triangle area, the right triangle, all of this. So here you have to put in the triangle PQR, you have to add in the isosceles triangle PQR. Okay, all of you, first of all, when you copy in your textbook, text copy, you have to write the question properly in the isosceles triangle PQR. Now here S is the midpoint, so therefore PS equal to SR, these two. Now in triangle PQR, PQS and triangle QSR, if this is 90 degree, this should be hypotenuse, the longer side of this triangle. So therefore if this triangle is isosceles, total PQR, these sides are equal. So therefore PQ equal to QR given, PS equal to SR, PS equal to SR proved, and QS is common. So therefore triangle PQS is congruent with triangle QSR in SSS congruency rules, side. So therefore if these two triangles are equal, we can say these two angles are equal. So therefore angle PSQ equal to angle SQR, but this PR is a straight line. So therefore we can say PSQ, angle PSQ equal to angle SQR equal to 180 degree by 2 equal to 90 degree. Now here S is the midpoint, S is the midpoint of PR. So therefore PS equal to SR and PR equal to, we know, 10 centimeter. Therefore PS equal to SR equal to 5 centimeter. So therefore this is 5, this is also 5. Now triangle PQR is a right angle triangle. So therefore according to Pythagoras theorem, base square plus height square, we assume this is x, QR square equal to PR square, x square plus x square equal to 10 square. We assume let PQ equal to QR equal to x. So therefore 2x square equal to 100, x square equal to 50, x square equal to 25 into 2. So therefore x equal to 5 root 2. So the value of this is 5 root 2 and 5 root 2. If PQS is a right angle triangle, PQS is a right angle triangle, at angle PSQ, angle PSQ equal to 90 degree, which I proved previously. So therefore PQ is the hypotenuse here. So therefore from the Pythagoras theorem we can write P square plus SQ square height square plus base square equal to hypotenuse square means PQ square. So therefore PS, we know the value of PS 5 square plus SQ square equal to PQ square, we know the value of PQ 5 root 2 whole square. So therefore SQ square equal to 50 minus 25, 5 root 2 whole square, 5 root 2 into 5 root 2, 5 into 5 25, root 2 into root 2 2, 25 into 2 50, and this 5 square 25 come here. So therefore SQ equal to root over 25 equal to 5 unit. This is very important sum, very important sum. This is sum number 15 part 2 in the trapezium ABCD, AB parallel DC and AB equal to 7 cm and DC equal to 5 cm. The midpoints of AD and BC are E and F respectively. The length of EF is, we have to find the length of EF. So here this is the diagram. This is trapezium ABCD and this is parallel sides. Here first of all we have to join EF and join BD, which is diagonal of this trapezium. Now therefore in a trapezium, if the midpoints of two unequal sides are joined, this side should be parallel to these two sides. So therefore we can write AB parallel EF parallel CD. Now this is point O. So now in triangle ABD E is the midpoint and AB parallel to EO, AB parallel to EO. If AB parallel to EF, therefore EO is a part of EF, so therefore AB parallel to EO, we can write that. So therefore EO equal to half of AB by converse midpoint theorem. By converse midpoint theorem. So AB means 7 cm. So therefore EO equal to half into 7 equal to 3.5 cm. Now in triangle BCD, now here by converse midpoint theorem, O is the midpoint of BD, so therefore O and F are midpoint of BD and BC. So therefore by midpoint theorem we can say that this is half of this one. So OF equal to half of CD by midpoint theorem. Therefore OF equal to half of CD. CD means 5 cm. So therefore this is 2.5 cm. So therefore EF equal to EO plus OF equal to 3.5 plus 2.5 equal to 6 cm. This is sum number 4, 15.4 in the triangle ABC, the midpoints of BC, CA and AB are DE and F respectively. BE and DF intersect at the point X and CF and DE intersect at the point Y. The length of the XY, we have to find the length of XY. Now here, this is the diagram. Carefully draw the diagram in your copy. First of all, we have to discuss something. In this triangle ABC, F is the midpoint of AB, D is the midpoint of BC, and E is the midpoint of AC. These three are given. BE and DF are intersect at X, and CF and DE intersect at Y. Okay, now we have to find the value of XY. Now in triangle ABC, E and F are midpoint of AC and AB. So therefore we can say that EF equal to half BC and EF parallel to BC by midpoint theorem. Now D is the midpoint of BC, so therefore BD equal to DC equal to half BC, which means EF equal to BD equal to DC both, and EF parallel to BD and parallel to BC. Now this BDEF, so therefore we can say that BDEF and CDFE both are parallelogram. Why? Because this parallel to this and this is equal to this one, so therefore opposite side of a parallelogram are always equal and parallel. Therefore we prove that, therefore this is a parallelogram, and also this equal to this and this parallel to this, so therefore this is a parallelogram also. Now in a parallelogram, the diagonals are always bisect each other at an equal point, because the diagonals are always equal. So therefore we can say that in BDEF parallelogram, BE and DF are bisect at X. So therefore this is the midpoint of DE. X is midpoint of DF. Similarly, in this parallelogram DCEF, this is a diagonal and this is also a diagonal. It intersects at Y. Therefore Y is the midpoint of DE. Similarly, Y is midpoint of ED. So therefore in triangle DEF, XY equal to half EF by midpoint theorem. Why? Because in this triangle, this side and this side, the midpoint of this side is y and this is the midpoint of x. Therefore, by midpoint theorem, we can say that xy is parallel to EF and xy is half of EF. xy is half of EF. Now, therefore, xy equal to half and EF means half BC here. So, therefore, put the value of EF half BC equal to 1 by 4 BC. So, the value of xy is equal to 1 by 4 BC. The sum number 5 in the parallelogram ABCD is the midpoint of the side BC, DE and extended AB meet at the point F. Find the length of AF. This is the parallelogram ABCD is the midpoint of BC and AB extended, DE extended, which meet F, point F. We have to find the value of AF. Now here, if we assume that this is a triangle, if we see this is a triangle AFD in triangle AFD, E is the midpoint of FD and BE parallel to AD. BC is parallel to AD, the opposite side of the parallelogram. So therefore B is also the parallel of AD. So therefore BE parallel to AD. So therefore we can say B is midpoint of AF by converse midpoint theorem. So therefore we can write that AB equal to BF, this is the midpoint. So therefore this should be half of AF. So here AB equal to half AF, we can write that. So therefore 2AB equal to AF. Here there are 4 options which all of these are related to AB. So therefore I convert this into AB. So therefore the answer is AF is equal to 2AB.